What's up, everybody? Can everybody hear me and see me okay? My chat's acting funny on the side. Hey, Heather. Can y'all hear me and everything? Yes, Heather? I got to figure out why I can't type right quick. It still won't let me type. Can y'all see my messages in the chat on the side? Double trouble. I don't know if I can see my messages on the side or not. All right. Well, anyway, today it's me and Scott wait a minute. Who is this guy? This is my brother, Kevin. He's filling in for Scott today since Scott is on the road. Cannot see messages.
Special shirt for Scott here.
I'm going to shut my chat down right quick. Hold on 1 second while I try this. So how many of you went out yard sailing today? It's kicked me out is what it is. There was an issue signing into. I got kicked out.
So we're not even on.
No, I'm on. I just can't do the. Oh my gosh, am I on live still? Okay. I cannot see the chat. See, the bearded picker leaves for 1 week, and look what happens. All right, I've got to get my phone. Hold on. All right, I'm back. We'll see if I can get the chat right quick. So the yard sales today they started off really slow for us, and they got better as the day went on. And let me see if I can get my chat up. That's right, Carol. He does. I guess I do need Scott today. Really slow for us. You want to follow the messages on there? See if I got questions. All right, he's going to follow along with the messages. We're ready now. I'll start with the first thing. Well, this is one of the last things I found today. This was pretty neat. This was a Minnesota Twins 1965 American League Champions button, and that was 50 cents. Somebody sent a message. Hold on. So this was 50 cents. I bought this on the fly. Ended up it's selling for like $20 on eBay. So that was a good find. Yeah, Tiffany, my chat, I was typing in the chat and it was giving just errors. I don't know what happened. But I'm watching it on my phone now, so we've got it up. But yeah, I've never seen it do that before. So let's see. I went to a yard sale today and finally found somebody with a big box of video games, and I was getting excited. He had a lot of the Nintendo DS games, probably had 30 games or so, and he was wanting $3 a piece for some of those, $5 for some of the others. I tried to make a deal for the whole lot. He wouldn't do it, so I just went and I just cherry picked the best one. I got a Nintendo 3DS Super Mario Brothers 2 for $5. Got the Star Wars Battlefront DS for $3. Got another. I scanned all these on the Amazon app, and they were good on the Amazon. So I'm sure they're good on eBay. Haven't looked on eBay. That's probably where most of these will go. This one was $3. We got a Ben 10. It was $3. Never heard of this one before. This was Mystery Dungeon. I think it had a pretty good resale price on that. That was $3. Got a Pirates of the Caribbean 3DS. This one was $5. Got a Wii I Spy. It's still sealed. This one was $3. And that was it. I paid $25 for all the video games. I'd offered him $70 on the whole lot, and he wanted $125. He was kind of socially awkward. He was a little different. Where was he going to school at? Auburn. That's right. Sorry, I had to throw that one.
But he had his pick out of any school, and he chose Auburn. So
he chose his fate. Sorry.
So one of the questions were, are you going to sell the video games on Amazon?
I may. I'll have to look and see. I'll compare the price. If they're close to the same price, I'll probably send some of them into Amazon. One of them's got a front that's messed up on it. That'll definitely be eBay. Got a Coolpix S6100. This was $5. The resale in these were $20 to $25. And I opened this one up. It's got the charger and everything in it. Camera's in really good shape, and it even has a 16 gigabyte card with it. So that was a plus. That was one of the later finds in the day. Well, some of the stuff you want to show right quick. I'll look at the.
Bringing in the Opal stuff that you got.
I do have some. Yeah, so we went to a yard sale today. How many people have heard of the car Opal? Is it O-P-E-L? O-P-E-L. I've never heard of this car. He has. I have not. This guy, he bought the house, right? And it had all this stuff in there?
His son bought the house, and they had already had an auction, and all this stuff was left. So there was a lot of original parts and things from, and everything that he had was all Opal. So we got some manuals, original parts. I don't know, this is some kind of an 8-track converter thing. Got a whole box. This is a whole box of original radios from the Opal. I got a box for $5. There's probably 7 or 8.
7 or 8 old radios in there for $5. Can't go wrong with that. He sells at the auction that I do. He sells about once a month. I'm there at least 4 times a month. So I sell almost every week up there. I may take a week off every now and then, but he's about once a month. But he'll pick up stuff like that. If it won't go on eBay, then he can take it up there. And he also, the guy had a bunch of car bumpers.
Yeah, so I got
still wrapped.
Yeah, still wrapped in the original packaging from the 70s. There's 5 of them total. Paid $35 for those. It was kind of a shot in the dark. I mean, surely there's somebody out there that's looking for those. So that'll be, either like a local pickup or something. I'll have to do a little research on that to figure those out.
Was my first car. Somebody, that was their first car. That's cool. And he picked up most of the stuff from that lot. I picked up a few things. I gave $3. It was a wheel hub that I got from that. This is the emblem. Almost looks like Shazam. Got the car emblem. And then there was some bearings still wrapped up, old bearings, and some Opal gaskets. I got all that for $3, so I couldn't pass that one up. And then he also had a power stripper in the box for $1. This will go to auction, like, $5, $6, $7. Easy flip on that. Oh yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, another sale. I picked this up. I always look for old license plates and tags. So this is University of Tennessee. It's dated 1967. It's in rough condition, but I think I should get a little bit of money for that.
That whole yard sale had a lot of Tennessee stuff. It's kind of and Auburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I picked up, like I say, this auction that we sell at is in Tennessee, right above the Tennessee line. And I picked up Tennessee basketball picture. I got this for $2, and it's got the certificate of authenticity. This is number 714 of 1,000. So anytime I can pick something up kind of neat, cheap like this, $2, and we take it to Tennessee, that's a no-brainer. So, but his tag may be an eBay item because that we'll have to look. Yeah, look that one up.
No, I'll have to do some.
Let's see. I'm gonna check the chat right quick. Opel is German. Yeah, they also had 3 car engines in the shed in the back, and he was going to call a junkyard just to come get it, and it's like,
So that same sale, we got the Tennessee stuff. We also got this. This is especially for Scott. We may even just hang it up in back here on the wall. So there's 3 really nice Auburn flags in here. All of this was $5.
The words "really nice" are used loosely.
Yeah.
And that one's
So
about that.
These will probably just go to my house because, of course, graduated from Auburn. So those probably won't be sold.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would buy
Nobody would buy them anyway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say also
Oh yeah.
picked up some vintage Sports Illustrated. You have that one.
What year? Alabama drives for the top. What year are those?
These are like 73, 74. Yeah. So there's a Hank Aaron 715. So there's some pretty interesting stuff I picked through. These are $0.25 a piece. So there's pretty interesting ones in there. There's the Babe, Pete Rose. So at $0.25 piece, I didn't do any research on them. So I'll not only do we sell at the auction, I'll set up occasionally flea markets and stuff. So that stuff sells really well. Put it out on the table, and I know I can make a little money on that.
This is the last thing I picked up today. This was the I don't know if it's WWF or E before they changed it. This was the 93 to 97, the complete anthology. It's got 5 DVDs in it. I looked these up. He had this for $1. I looked these up. Solds were in the $20 range, so that was that'll be a good flip. $1 to $20. This was yesterday, right?
Yeah, so yesterday, I had to work, and on the way to work, I stopped 2 yard sales, and so I've been doing really well on albums lately. So these were some of the ones that I got yesterday. So there's some Creedence in here, a couple of those. There's an interesting Alice Cooper, what does it say, $1 Billion Babies. And then there's a Fleetwood Mac. So there was some really good, anytime you see the old rock albums. So if you can get, I got 21 of them for $15. I've been getting $3 to $5 a piece, and you always, of course, you look them up. Some of those, I can put in separate sleeves. So some of those I get $10, $15 a piece for, at flea markets. And we can't leave out the Village people. So there's 3 different Village.
I got 3 of them?
Yeah, 3 different ones in there. So.
And he sets up at the Nashville flea market. Is it just once a year, pretty much?
Yeah, that's all I've done so far. Yeah.
Once a year, and records do really well for him up there. So even if he has to hold these for a little bit, then he'll make his money.
Really,
But,
no matter where you set up, records always do well.
right.
There's a couple of shows here in Huntsville that I do each year, and they do really well.
Especially titles like that, rock albums and stuff do really well.
Also got this yesterday at the same yard sale, N64, and it's missing some pieces. Have to be tested. I got it thrown into the lot. I've got probably $8 in it, so
It's probably broke. I'll take it. What's up, Craig? Thanks for popping in.
Oh.
Look at that tree stand.
Yeah, so that's a good segue. So at that same yard sale, I got the albums and the N64. They had 3 of these tree stands, so all 3 different brands. This one is a Maris Step.
Still sealed, still in the box, brand new.
All 3 of them brand new, still sealed. This one's a 16-foot. I think there's one of them 17 and one's 15. So he had $25 a piece on them, and I ended up asking him what would they take for all 3, and he said $50. So I have 3 brand new tree stands for $50. No brainer.
1666 a piece. Can't lose with that.
Yeah, so no brainer. That, I'll do a little research. That may be a Facebook marketplace kind of thing. If not, we take them to the auction in Tennessee. I know I'll get more than $16 a piece for those.
Is that for hunting? Yes, Carol. That's like a deer tree stand, which is big in this part of the woods. But yeah, that'll be a good. I mean, how much were those new? Did you just say?
Yeah. So no, I didn't say. So the lowest one, the cheapest one, was in the $100 range. I think that one is more like 150 to 175, brand new.
She's never seen one. Well, there it is, right there. Sometimes people will put pegs in a tree and climb up, and then have something sitting up on a branch. But that one right there is, it has the steps built into the base, so that way you just climb the steps and actually sit up on the thing that's attached to the tree. So it's a lot safer.
Has a safety. Comes with a safety harness as well to strap yourself into the stand and also to the tree.
And I think Frontier Flipper was asking about my Legos. Picked these up today. They had a lot of Legos. Most of them were open. This one was still sealed. This one was $20. And I looked on eBay, and these were selling for $70 shipped. So that should be a quick flip. That. Let's see. What you got over there?
Where's your cards at? Your
Cards?
Jack Daniels.
Yeah. I bought a little deck of Jack Daniels playing cards for $25. That may go to Van Massey. That'd be $2 or $3 probably. I know you had that.
Yeah, I didn't do any research on this. This is a vintage camera. It was a couple bucks. There's some kind of charger or something in here with it. So I always have to do a little research on that. That may just be a quick flip at Van Massey for the auction.
I always pick up these metal signs when I come across. This one's just baseball. It's probably 10 by 10. Got a chain, or you can hang it up. This was 50 cents. I think everything in her yard sale was 50 cents. So that was 50 cents. And then we got another one that's a little bigger, cappuccino. That was 50 cents. This is all stuff that goes to the auction. So anytime I find something like this, it goes up there. I drop it off and I'm done. This one's coffee. Paris Classic, Queen of Coffee. So signs like this, a lot of times, for the most part, signs like this will go for, $5 to $8, something like that. But every now and then, They go crazy. So anytime I find these 50 cents, that's a buy. Let's see here. That's not a bad. Every week.
So the rest of my stuff, I did really well at thrift stores this week. So that was all I had from the yard sale. So I'll share some of the thrift store finds from the week. So this is a Robert Graham limited edition shirt. It's rather hideous in nature here. It's very loud, but it's very high quality, very well made shirt. These things are very valuable on eBay. So if you ever come across them, pick them up. It's so I paid $3.50 for that. I believe that shirt will sell for at least between 100 and 115. Some of those shirts go upwards of $300.
Yep, the uglier the better with Robert Graham, and Craig says hideous sales.
Yep.
Frontier Flipper, you have over 100 sets new in box. Now, are you holding those just kind of like the stock market, kind of put them on the shelf and just let them sit up there for a couple of years and gain in value? And I know a lot of people do that.
So people say they found Robert Graham in the past.
I don't know if anybody has said that or not.
Yeah, I've came across a couple of the Robert Grahams previously, but not the limited edition. So,
yes, that was found in Alabama. We actually wear nice clothes down here. Can you believe that?
Oh man, cheap shot towards Alabama.
That's funny. So
right.
Yeah, this is a good one here.
So here's my big score of the week. So this is a CB radio made by Cobra. It's a limited edition gold series. So I found this at the thrift store for $4.98. It's been opened. However, it is still, in the original, everything is still wrapped, the original styrofoam, everything. Apparently this is a pretty rare model.
There's a black, there's a chrome, and then there's the gold edition. And this is the gold edition. We couldn't find any on eBay. We only found one picture of one on Google Images. And the guy had it for sale somewhere. I couldn't tell, and I couldn't tell a price. So, this one's currently on eBay on auction that ends tomorrow.
Yeah, it's doing really well. And so, the whole front of the CB, I won't take it out of the box, but the front is all gold plated on the actual CB radio. So I was pretty excited to find that. Didn't really know what I had when I got it. I just knew it was worth more than $5.
It's currently at 140 something.
Yeah, just got another bid a couple minutes ago. 142.
$142. So that's a good flip right there. And I was just in there
the night before.
Some of these thrift stores, you hear people, they say, I go to the thrift store, I can't find anything, I get frustrated. Some of these stores, their stuff runs. The more people that's in there, they've got stuff, that stuff is just flipping and continually running. And I've been in that store before, found nothing, and then had him or some of our other friends go in there and find huge scores like 2 or 3 hours later.
Yeah.
So don't give up. Keep going. Even if you go in the morning, if you drive by a store, you stop by, you don't see anything, stop by in the afternoon, because you see, even in Goodwills, you see people, they're continuously pushing those carts out there. I went to, if you saw my video the other day, I had the little step stool, wooden step stool, got it at Goodwill. They were just bringing it out. I just happened to get it. It was $3. and I don't know why they had the 50% off tag on it since they were just bringing it out. Got it for $1.49 and took it to auction and sold for $16. Had some dog steps from the same place. Got it for 99 cents, sold for $10. So all that stuff had just hit the floor. I just happened to go in with it when they're bringing it out. So just keep going. You'll find it.
Yeah, so a week ago, I found actually in the same thrift store some old sealed business phones, and so I got one that day, and then so the day that I got the CB radio, I actually found another one. So like I already said, he had just been in there the night before. I almost didn't even go that day at my lunch break. I thought, well, they were just in there last night. And my buddy Chad said, hey, you know, they're bringing out stuff constantly. Let's go check it out. And so found that, and those phones, I think the two phones, I think I'll be between 50 and 75 a piece on those based on completed sold.
Same thrift store. 15 pounds of Bionicles. Kevin said he's going to sit down and put all these together this afternoon. No? Okay. I'll end up putting all these in one lot. I was looking on eBay. I haven't even pulled anything out yet, but a lot of times they sell by the pound just like they do for Legos. I saw 10 and 12 pounds of these selling for $50 to $60 with $40 shipping, so $100. So I'm guessing this will probably be in that range, 1 to 120. What I'm guessing right now, maybe more, maybe a little less. But this was $10, and that is heavy. I don't think I've ever seen that many in one spot like that before. Picked this up. This was a interesting piece. We went to a yard sale, and this guy was a doctor, and I think had he retired? He was kind of.
No, I don't think he.
She said that they had tons of stuff like this. He had his whole office decorated with this neat stuff, and she said somebody came in and bought almost every piece this morning.
As they opened this morning, yeah.
So this one, it says the Awful Taste Spoon, and this was used for bitter medicines. It's a spoon, and it's got a little top on it, and it's mounted on this board. Yeah, it was just in the bottom of a box. So that was $1. I'll look that one up on eBay. Probably won't see any comps on that, so that may go to auction. And at the same thing, I just bought this. I haven't looked this up. This is the official international tributes to Princess Diana. It's a thick book, and it's got all of these stamps. I mean, just page after page after page. And it's the first day of issue. This was $5. Like I say, and it's all there's. I guess all these different countries had their own stamp for her when she passed away. There's Bahamas. I cannot pronounce that one. Azerbaijan, Marshall Islands. So, I mean, there's a ton of these in there. So that was $5. She also sold me her stamp collection, in which I don't know how long she's had these, but she had a lot. I bought all of her stamps and 2 big Civil War books for $10. So this may be a auction thing also. I don't know why I Love Lucy's in this one, but it's just page after page of all these different stamps, and I guess she's had them since she was a kid. Books and books of all this. So I have no idea on the value of this, but I know it's worth more than $10. So that's something you just pick up and go.
It's always fascinating at yard sales how somebody will give you a story about how they've collected something or saved something for 20, 30, 40 years or whatever.
How much is that?
How much is it? $1, $10, you know. Like, really, you kept it all that time and you only want like $10 for the whole collection.
I'll look these up. These kind of have there's a little musty smell. Couple or 3 Civil War books. These do really well at auction. Have you noticed that? How some of these books do well? So these will go. This is in the this was in the $10 stamp lot. And then I guess about the last thing I got, I bought a bunch of old Tonka trucks. They're dirty. I'll have to spray them off. These will probably go to auction. This is an old, make sure there ain't no Black Widows, nothing. This is an old Tonka hydraulic. And it slowly goes up. As rusted as it is, it still works. I got this truck. I got this. There's another one in the back. And these are probably going to be auction stuff. These pretty do well up there. There's an old one there. We got a cement truck, and then one other little Fisher Price thing. All that was $20. That was at the same place I bought the Legos. And Theo, go sit down. Go. We got one more. Here's your weather vane. He bought this today. Yeah. He hadn't looked this one up, but he bought a.
Yeah, I got that with some other stuff. So I think I have about $10 in this with the other stuff. These things do just really well at flea markets. I'll have to do some. I don't know how what kind of age this has on it. Just sort of took a chance. I just know that some of these can be very valuable. So I'll have to do a little research on that one before I price that.
All right, so let me check this right quick. Great finds. Pick up and go. Hey Brian, how are you doing? I think that's most of our stuff. I went through that big box of cards that were $5. I don't know if you saw that in my last video. I bought a bunch of cards, a big box of cards. I think it was last week for $5, and I started going through some of it. And Barry Bonds, 87 Topps rookie, had some really good stuff. I pulled out a lot of stuff, some 87 Topps Ripkins. And I've got the box ready to go up to auction, and then I'll actually put this. There's a 90 Bowman Sammy Sosa rookie that was in there, and there's a 91, 92, 93 Jordan, I think, upper deck. So some pretty good finds. I know, Tiffany. I know, Harlan, you're supposed to take the hat off today. Nah. You know how hard this is? You know how hard? That's why I'm here. Kathy, that's the only reason you showed up. I promised I'd do it, though. See, if I had a white shirt on, then I would look like Mr. Clean. I would smell lemony fresh. If I had a lollipop, I'd be Kojak. Is it Kojak? Is that what his name was?
Yeah.
And then if my shirt was off, I'd be The Rock. Right? Right? No? Yeah.
Do you smell?
Can you smell? And then my coach at the gym the other day, he walked up and took my hat off, and he said, "Stone Cold."
There you go. That is the best one.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know, Kathy. I'm kidding. CJ, it was my word. It was my word. It's still hard though, because I'm 49, and I'm used to seeing hair on my head for 49 years. So, yeah, Mike, I'm about to do that. Wait, hold on. I see something about next time turn on super chat. I can't do that yet, Laura. I think I have to be monetized to be able to get super chats. I believe I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, but I got a long way to go on my minutes watched. So I got to do some work on that. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 240,000 minutes of watched content, and I'm not there, but I'm close to the 1,000. So anyway, golly, I hate this. It's just different, but
It looks good.
it's different. It's a different look. It's white. I got to get it tan. Yeah, read the chat now.
All right, let's see. Let's see if it's blowing up here.
It's probably blowing up.
Don't take it off till you get 1,000 subs.
Oh! Dang it. Who said that?
Frontier Flipper.
Frontier. Too late, Frontier. I did it. It's different. It's something I'll get used to.
You just own it, dude. It looks good. Use sunblock.
I got to get it tan first, Laura. I got the front here is got a little sun on it.
Less dramatic than expected.
Well, that's good. I didn't want it to be like, oh my God, look.
Let her rip tater chip.
All right.
Watch that tan. You'll burn in a New York minute.
I've been in the tanning bed once. Stand up, tanning bed. All right, let me see what we got. Keeping it real. And don't wear the hats with the keyhole in the neck like that. Need to wear the solid ones. Wear your brother's visor. Thanks. That would be great. That's what I need to do right there. Spray tan that head, Tracy. Well, if we go out on the boat in Austin this next week, 10 days, whatever, I'll have to wear something because it's going to be hot in Austin. Why did you shave your head? There's a guy at work that asked me the same question. And I told him because my head was not properly growing hair in all of the places on my head. And he goes, no, really, why? It's like, that's why. Because I had a little spot on the back here, and then I had a spot on the front. And I don't know. I just got tired of that. So I decided to do it. We'll see if I keep it that way. I was talking last night on Scott's show that I'd have to get a sleeve now, like a tattoo from here. I got one just like The Rock. If I started one like this, I'm twinning.
Yeah, because
hashtag twinning.
You already had the same body as the
Exactly,
right?
same.
Yeah.
I'm just a little shorter. No tats. See, I had the people say no tats last night. I got Laura says no. Carol says no tats. Oh, my phone's dying. Everything's dying. Chat's dying. Phone's dying.
So, what was the coolest thing out of all of our finds? So, what do you all think was the coolest thing that we found? Thrift store, yard sales. What was the favorite find?
Oh, there's a good comment. You don't put a bumper sticker on rolls. That's a good comment right there. That's a compliment, right?
Reason for no tags. Yeah.
That's right. My virgin scalp.
Hey, think you've ever been referred to as a Rolls Royce. I think that's the first.
What do you mean that's a first? What are you talking about? Usually it's Rolls, a Bentley. I mean, it's all in the same category, right?
Pinto.
Not a Pinto. Not a what's the car we found today?
A Opal.
No, I'm not an Opal.
Not an Opal.
Lego set and the deer stands, they said was their
Best
favorite.
finds.
Laura said the Cobra.
Yeah, the Cobra.
That was a good one. I can't wait to see what that one.
Yeah, we'll see what it closes at. It's
he had a bid on that within what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
And once you do, he doesn't do international shipping on eBay. He's got the GSP GSP turned off on eBay. And as soon as he got a bid, where was the guy from?
Portugal.
Guy from Portugal said, "Can you turn on the global shipping program?" Well, once you get a bid, can't do it. So yeah, here's the front of this. Let me see how shiny
it is. Went ahead
is.
and opened it up, so I don't know if it's gonna come through there.
It's very gold. Yeah, you can't really tell.
Let's see at the angle. This thing's never been used. It's stamped on the back, October of 1989.
Sticker on a battery.
October of 89 when this thing was made and never.
See you, CJ.
Never been used.
No, I will not have a beard. I cannot do a beard. I just can't do the facial hair. Hey, Allie, how are you? Stephen Strait said he had that CB.
Really? Did he sell it?
I don't know. Did you sell that, Stephen, or did you keep it?
How much did you get for it if you did?
Debating on picking up a free. What? Is that a Craigslist find? Craig? He's debating on picking up a free 01 Lexus SUV. Said he could pull parts. Free? That was a great video you did. If y'all haven't seen his Craig's Landshark Pickers video on setting up alerts on Craigslist on the free items and stuff, he's got a video where he sold $500 worth of free stuff that he got off of Craigslist. I think he had 5 copies of Windows 98 that were sealed. He got like $49.99 for those. He got a piece, right? A piece, yeah. He had a piece of exercise equipment he picked up for free, sold it for $150, and he had some other stuff on there too. But that's something I've never thought of. So that's a really good video from Landshark Picker. Y'all check that out. Each, yeah, he got $49.99 each. Yeah, I think he had 5 copies, so that was like $250 for those. That's a really good video. He shows how to go in there and set everything up. So really good info on that one. You don't need a full beard, but a good shadow or stubble. Good luck when the head is shaved. We'll see. I got a lot to learn on all this. There's a guy at work that's got his shaved. He's talking about all the different creams and stuff he uses. Like, whew, this may be harder than what I thought. Well, all righty. I guess that is about it for today. We got 47 people watching. Thank you so much for coming in today and watching the video. And I wish we would have had more stuff. It was terrible this morning. We were like, well, no show today.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, it picked up at the end. Turned out to be okay.
Yeah, once it started picking up, we found a lot of stuff at like 1 yard sale.
Yeah. And
it kind of started from there. So.
And the biggest thing is we always have fun, right? No matter what you find.
That's it.
You have fun.
And it wasn't raining. It's been raining a lot on Saturdays here.
And Harlan liked looking at the orange and blue all day instead of Scott's crimson. So it was a nice change.
No, Scott, come home, Scott. No, I'll see enough of Scott coming up. Well, we'll be leaving Monday, and I'll see him Monday through Sunday. We'll be riding and buying up the city of Austin.
Give y'all some Auburn shirts.
No, I'm pretty sure we're good without the
Couple of flags to hang in the minivan for the ride.
Roll Tide from Kathy.
Or you go, Kathy.
No. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking in, and we will see you later.